A house fire in Tippecanoe County takes the lives of 2 children. News 18 Samantha Tiki reports on the new details surrounding the fatal fire.
Just before 11 Saturday morning, first responders were called to a home in the 10,000 block of Brandy K Court. Neighbor Mark Loff made the call and says by that time 2 adults had made it out, but Loff says he feared the worst knowing 2 small children were still trapped inside of the burning home.
There were flames already shooting out of the back of the house and lots of smoke just billowing out. The father was just crying and wailing because of his kids were still in.
Responders from the Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Office arrived shortly after the call. Sergeant Andy Cree was one of 3 on scene and says he, along with Sergeants Rob Rush and Shane Howard, were initially told the 2 children were thought to be in the upstairs bedroom.
Unfortunately, where they thought the children were upstairs where the flame and a lot of the heat was centered. There was just absolutely no way to get into that portion of the house.
But the children weren't upstairs. Cree says the children were found in another room downstairs. After noticing an open window, Cree says Sergeant Howard dove through the window to get to the children.
We pulled Shane out with one of the children. I then saw a second child, so I went and grabbed that child. We ran them both out to ambulances that were waiting, and they were taken to the hospital.
Both children were unconscious and transported to separate hospitals. The 3-year-old twin boys, Landon Tyler Abbott and Liam Cecil Abbott, died from their injuries. The children's father, 31-year-old Brandon Abbott and 31-year-old Nicole Thomas, were at the residence at the time of the fire. Thomas was transported to Eskenazi Hospital in Indianapolis and treated for burns and smoke inhalation. Firefighters were able to get the flames under control within a couple of hours so that county and state fire investigators could begin to figure out what caused the fire. Loff says although the fire is out, he is still in shock after seeing just how quickly the fire spread.
I mean, it was just really shocking to see a flame that big, that fast. It's really sad to think that the kids were, in danger and nobody could get to them.
The cause of the fire and the deaths of the children are still under investigation. Reporting in Tippecanoe County, Samantha